Right then, we have the granddaddy of all watches. This is the Casio AE1200 WHD 1AVEF, catchy name. So this is the watch that is known to the fans as the Casio Royale, because it was based off of a watch that was in a James Bond movie. So we're going to unbox this and have a little look at it. Alright, let's pop the lid and it comes off easily, and there it is straight away in a bag. Let's pull this out. Got a nice cushion with it as well. So the box itself looks empty. I think there's a booklet at the bottom there. Let's have a look. Yep. Let's pull out this booklet. Wow. Look at the size on that. Look at the size on that. I think the booklet that came with my computer and my TV is thinner than this. Look at that. I mean, obviously there's multiple languages in here, but we're gonna have a look at that in a minute. We've also got, by the looks of it, a warranty or guarantee card and whatever else. Register online and win. Got a bit of a competition there, register online. So let's have a look at the watch. Pull the bag off it. Get the cushion out. There it is. Got a protective sticker over the front there. Take that off. And there it is in its beauty. A lot of people think this watch is ugly, I'd imagine. I can understand if you like modern, sleek designs, you're not going to like this. For one thing, I think this is a beautiful looking watch. I like the old retro types watches and electronic gadgets anyway, so this metal silver with the black bezel there, I think it looks nice. It's a very busy looking face on it. Got the world map there, and you've got a round thing, looks like a radar. No idea what that thing is at the top, that straight line. And then we've got the clock face at the bottom there with the day name, the date and the time. 10-year battery it says in here, although my last Casio retro type watch said the same and it only lasted about 6 months. So it depends how long they've been in storage, because obviously the battery is running the whole time. So there we go. Nice bracelet to this as well. Feels nice, heavy duty. Got some protective sticker in over that as well. And we've got the clasp at the back with the push button type release. There you go. Easily done with one hand. Alright, so I got all the protective layers off. I think there's loads of little square pieces that are quite hard to see at first because they're transparent, but I think I've got them all. So there it is, and it looks beautiful. Right, so it's 1 o'clock, just changed. Let's just set it up for the T1 time. If you click, I think it's this button. UTC, that's UTC time. Alarm, timer, stopwatch, and then back to the main time, which is showed up London there. If you click this side where it says search, you see the MUN turn into NYC. These are the world times. You can have 5 of these. London again, Paris, and back to T1 for London. We've got a light, which you can just about see there. It's orange light. Doesn't stay on very long, but there you go. We got the adjust button at the top, which changes the time. Tokyo. No, it doesn't. I'll just have a look at the manual and talk you through this. Okay, so I've been wearing this now for a week and it's pretty good. Display is lovely and bold, I like that. At the top here we've got an analog clock. I don't know if I mentioned that already. So you see the second hand moving around there, so it's 11:55. Obviously got the digital clock, the day, the date, and the world time display. At the top here, it's a display screen. I didn't know what that was for. Showing that I've got an alarm set. I'm not sure what the rest of the screen is for, but I figured that out at least. So to use the watch, right then, it's got the adjust button up here. So to adjust the time, obviously you hold that in, then you can start adjusting the time. Also the time zone. So if I click search, oops, I just reset the time there. Click the button at the top right, there's the light. So that's not going to do anything. So by clicking the mode button now, I can adjust the daylight saving time on and off. I can change the time zone and obviously adjust the time and the year and the date. And there you go, LT1, not sure what that is, gotta be honest. So that's how you set it, by holding this button in up the top and pressing this one to change this selected setting. And then this one, the search button at the bottom here, to actually adjust the selected setting. The light looks good. I like the light. I like the fact that it's yellow. It's quite bright as well. Doesn't say how long. It's like 2 seconds. Yeah, about 2 seconds. But I like the fact that it's yellow and not the green color that watches usually have. That's right. So if we change the mode down here, we've got the time zone. We're going to cycle through the times. We've got New York. We've got an alarm. We've got timer. We've got a stopwatch, and then back. And the beep is different and to signal that you've gone back. So there you go. On search over here, here we go through the time zones. This is T2, this is time zone 2, New York City, 3 Moscow, 4 Paris, and back to London. What I am finding though, wearing this watch, is that this button seems to be getting pressed accidentally quite often. So I often look at my watch to see the time and it's like changed to one of these. Which I don't want, but at the same time I don't really want world time anyway. I don't need to know the time in Moscow or whatever. So what I'll probably do is set all these time zones to be London, so that if it does press, then it doesn't really matter. And that's basically it. So you're going through, you've got the world time showing up as New York. You can cycle through these. This will show through, so it'll cycle through all of them. The alarm I've set for 21:15. You've got 2, 3, 4, 5 different alarms. Don't know what that is. Got the timer, so you press the bottom button here to start it. By default it's a full 24-hour timer. So we stop that and press the light button, I think. No, press the adjust button to reset. There you go. Stopwatch, bottom button starts it off, and I presume the adjust button is a lap timer. Yep, split time. And obviously to stop it, then you press the bottom search button again, and then press that to reset. And there you go, and that's basically an overview of the watch and how to quickly use it. Again, there's a few things I'm not quite sure about. Looks like I have scratched the screen there. Didn't notice that until I'm looking at my camera now. I can see there's a scratch. I did knock it the other day against a metal object. I couldn't see a scratch, but obviously I must have scratched it. So be careful with it if you care. It obviously does get scratched. But this is just a watch I'm wearing to work anyway. It's not my main watch, but I like it anyway. Nice and robust. It says it's water resistant to, what is it? 10 bar, whatever that means. If that means anything to you, then there you go. I think the battery for this is a 2016 coin battery. I'll have to check that up though, but I'm sure I read something it was 2016, which I happen to have some of them from a different device, so that's all good. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there. I adjusted the strap. It's a little fiddly with the strap because it's not the usual pin hole in the side. You actually gotta stick a pin thing in there, and then there's got to be something strong because you've got to press down and pull at the same time. You can see the arrows there pointing up, so you've got to stick something in there and push and pull it up that way. Once you've done it once or twice, it gets easier, but at first it's a bit fiddly. It's better to start off by taking out these pins here so you can lay this whole thing down flat, because it's hard to work when the strap is like this. So that's my advice. Take one of these pins out so you can lay the band down flat, and then have a go at that. So if you can see in the groove, so you can see in the holes there, there's little what look like ball bearings. You've got to push that down and also push it out this direction. So there you go. That's that. It didn't take too long to do. Nothing much else to add on this. The clasp is pretty good. It doesn't come out. It seems pretty solid. There is a rattle to it, even when this is done up. And on the wrist, don't know if you can hear that. There is a little bit of a rattle. I don't mind that. It might bug you. I did see another YouTube video where a guy actually put blue tack inside the clasp there, up there, to stop this metal piece from rattling, which is the release button. So you might want to do that if it bothers you too much, but I don't mind it at all. I quite like the noise. So there you go, I'll leave it there. Nothing much else to add to this one. Great watch, recommended if you're into this type of retro design, especially if you're a James Bond fan. I'm not, I've never seen a James Bond film in my life, but I do like this kind of design watch. It's nice and clear, and it does what it needs to do and does it well. So there you go, I'll leave it there.